This last week, I had a conversation with one of my good friends. You know how much I love pirates and anchors and zombies? Well, I like this guy probably like all of those things combined into one. Now, how much I adore him, that's not really what this vlog's about. Now, I'm pretty sure this is gonna come as a shock to you, but I fear things. And I'm kind of cynical. I have quite a bit of doubt in me. I know, I'm not the little ray of sunshine you all thought I was. In the age-old question of glass half empty or full, I'm a glass half empty girl. Actually, I'm probably just a glass empty girl. I'm not really a pessimist. I like to say that I'm a realist. Okay, fine, sometimes I border on being a pessimist. But in my defense, it's not really my fault. I mean, look at the world we live in and how I was brought up. Maybe I should take responsibility for the way I think and act. No, I'm just gonna blame other people. Now, before I ramble too far off from the subject, I want to tie this back into the conversation I had with my friend. Basically, we were talking about a bunch of personal things that I'm not going to tell you about, but the conversation basically veered in the direction of fear. Fear. You'd think I planned that, but I totally didn't. As we talked, it became clear enough to him that he pointed out that what he heard from me was fear. Now, it wasn't fear of snakes, or planes, or spiders, or death, even. It was the fear of the unknown. And I'm not too sure why it stuck with me, but it totally struck a chord. And every time I've had a free moment, I've found myself thinking about this brand of fear. Now, I'm smart enough to realize that this fear doesn't just plague me, it plagues almost all humans, because that's what we are afraid of. We are afraid of what we don't know. And it applies to every aspect of our lives. Why do we fear quitting a job we don't like? Because we don't know if we're going to get another job. Why do we fear falling in love with somebody? Because we don't know how it's going to end and we don't know if our hearts are going to break. Why do we fear having kids? Because we don't know how the world's going to treat them or what they're going to face in their lifetime or if we're going to be able to protect them forever. And why do we fear telling somebody when we're upset with them? Because we don't know how they're gonna react. But here's where it gets tricky, because most of us don't know. We don't know where we're gonna end up or who we're gonna end up with. We don't know how all of this is gonna turn out. And then I realized, could this be the great human equalizer? What we all have in common is the fact that we simply don't know and that we're just rolling along without a clue in the world? Maybe. But then, maybe not. I'm not afforded the luxury of knowing very many things. And even though I recognize that, I still have this fear of it hanging out inside of me. And as much as I'd like to say that it doesn't prevent me from doing things, it does. And it prevents a lot of us from doing things. Here's the thing. Whether it comes to family or friends, or matters of the heart, or your job, or your home, you eventually have to make decisions. Now, at the time when you're making them, you don't know whether they're going to turn out positive or negative. But I can pretty much guarantee that no matter what, you're going to learn something from it. And the only thing you can hope for is that what you learn makes you grow as a person, so that you can break out of your cocoon and become the beautiful butterfly that I know you are. I'm just joking around. So what is the final result? What did I decide? I decided that the fear of the unknown, the fear that I harbor the most, aside from planes, I really don't like planes. That fear is worthless. There's that saying that whatever will be, and that's the truth. You're just using up your energy, making yourself restless, worrying over something that you have no control over anyways. So I'm letting my fear go. I'm not gonna fear where I'm gonna be in 5 years or 10 years, or if I'll ever be published, or if everyone won't recognize the genius that I am and make me queen of the world. Because there's so many better things that I can spend my time doing. And I bet you're all thinking something dirty. And I might have been thinking that too. Now it's time for you guys to mull over it. And I will see you all again next week for another edition of That Girl Tyson.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.